Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play MediEvil 2 for the Sony PlayStation 1. In the last episode, what did we do? It has been a while. I need to see what the last episode was. Oh yeah, we were in the sewers. We met a bunch of people who lived down in the sewers who wanted our help to save their women. And we did. Interestingly enough, they had a statue of us in our honor when we met them, which I find interesting. And now, we're looking for a time machine because we found a poster about it in the sewers. Professor Kift knows about the time machine, but won't really tell us about it in any way. Not only that, but he also mentions that Palethorn did something to his hands, hence why they look like they're made out of metal or wrapped in bandages or a combination of the two. There's a book in his bedroom that you can read, supposedly, but I've never figured out how to get close enough to read it, and once you enter his room after the last stage and you talk to him, you never get to access that room again as far as I can tell. Then again, I've never really played this far into the game anyway. So now that that's over with and explained away and everything, it's time to go to the time machine. Might as well go ahead and save our game, because we're gonna need to, whether we want to or not. And I'm going to go ahead and get a drink of tea, because I will need the tea. I find it interesting that what's his name? Sir Dan is wearing some gold armor there. Also, when you enter this stage from the sewers for the first time, you get to save your game here. But if you play the sewers subsequent amounts of times, and of course, use the museum, you never see the save point that's here ever again. Really had to get that life bottle that I missed in the sewers, fill up on health at the museum, and then come back here in order to do stuff. Now, there are some enemies here who will want to destroy me. It's just these two. And if you can whack them a few times with the magic sword, so be it. It'll definitely help get rid of them. And by going around here, we can enter a couple of doors. For instance, there's the time door, which leads to the time machine. Kift's amazing confabulating chrono chair. The chrono chair prototype, patented by one Hamilton Kift, is a revolutionary machine that enables a person to part the veils of time and visit either past or future. Imagine all the undiscovered wonders of the world that the machine could show us, if only it worked. The professor himself says, "Yes, unfortunately it's true. Everything I've sent through time has always returned, only somewhat runnier than when it left." There are 3 parts to the time machine that we need to bring back to said time machine, but we don't have them yet. We're going to have to go through the rooms in order to get to them. And the first one is the Space Room. Moon Exhibit. By the year 1910, the moon will become part of the Great Colonial Empire. Tourists will go on day trips where they will be able to visit the countless gift shops and tea rooms. The more intrepid will be able to go on safaris to hunt the various vicious moon beasts that litter its cheesy surface. First off, that didn't happen by 1910. The safaris should not have a apostrophe in it. And the moon is not made out of green cheese, even if King's Quest VII wants to tell us otherwise. And by stepping on these buttons, you have these little aliens that pop out. They shoot at you if they see you, but they only pop up when you're standing on one of the buttons. We can put our head on a hand and go through this little opening here, which I like. Let's go ahead and put the head in front of the spaceship, and then press the first button. And then switch. Ow. Can I jump? Well, that'll do it. What you need to do is to position yourself in front of the spaceship, have the alien blast at you, and then move out of the way before the blast hits you. If it hits the spaceship that is in this little exhibit, it'll bounce back, hit the alien, and you'll get rid of the alien. As you do this, you'll break the spaceship apart. So what you need to do is just keep doing this until you've done this 3 times. You'll be able to get a spaceship part out of this at the very end. And that was some adept dodging on my part. We now have one of the 3 time machine pieces. Once we return all 3, we can get in the time machine and take care of stuff. And oh, there we are. Let's get our head back and then go to another room. Now we have the space room. Or, sorry, no. We were in the space room. This is the contact room. And inside here, yes, the music does turn off when you go in here, is a celestial grammar horn. In the quest to expand the Empire, the greatest scientific minds have devised a celestial grammar horn. It will blast out the national anthem to the farthest reaches of outer space. When the aliens hear such a wonderfully stirring piece, they are sure to have no qualms about pledging their allegiance to our glorious Queen Victoria. I don't know about you, but I think Top Hat Gaming Man would like that. So as soon as you step on a button, it's time to play Simon. Or you just go on here. Oof. You go from 3 to 8. And as you get these things right, they get tougher. Thankfully, all the buttons are near each other. So, completing the patterns should be easy to do and easy to memorize. After getting 6 of these right in a row, you'll get the hands for the clock on the time machine. Let's go ahead and take them. And we have one more room to go. I think we do. Oh yeah, we do. But it's right down here. There is a healing fountain down here. All the way right here, but we're not going to use it yet. Instead, we're going to go to the Earth room. In the next few years, giant space beacons will orbit the Earth, ushering in a new and glorious age of radiophonic communication. The telephone and the wireless will be made obsolete by the introduction of small hats that beam the information direct to the brain. Interestingly, the telephone and the wireless are still around. And we have more information than ever coming from our phones, which are now computers. So, they kind of had an idea, but it didn't quite go like this. And as the hand waits for me, I will drink some tea, and then I will put my head on the hand and go in here. As we go up here, we will see the part. but we need to leap on satellites in order to get to where we need to go. And I made that look a lot easier than it was. Just stay right here. We'll get the third part. And we can just leap back to the other satellite and then leap back over here. And I made that look a lot more simple than it actually was. Now we have the 3 parts. I'm going to go ahead and refill on health because I am going to need it. I'm also going to go ahead and look around in the bottom 4 just to be safe, and thankfully that was a good place to put a life bottle, believe it or not. How about anywhere around here? Anywhere around here? No. Okay. We're all set. We just need to go back to the time room. And once we go in the time room, we can use 3 parts. That's a 1, that's a 2, and that's a 3. And now we've taken the time machine back to the past. And we are in the sewers again. I mean, we had to go back to the past. It's the only way to save Kira. And once we walk off the time machine, we can save our game.
Alright Dan, you've come a long way. I'd save if I was you.
And we will do that because I have full health. And I know not what is going to happen in this area now that we are in the sewers again, but this time in the past. And those guys are looking for us. I wonder, can I shoot them? Can I shoot them in any way? I could, but I'm not sure why I'd want to. That's interesting. They're not going to hurt me. I find it weird that they won't. Let's see what happens if we go in here. Nothing. But we have this opening. You know, and I think that made for a better cliffhanger than just waiting there near the save point. But what's down here? We will find out in the next video. Join me next time where we trek the sewers, this time in the past. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!